Thank you for tuning in to Kenshi Shek's Conquest, Episode 2, The Exodus. Wow, this sand is aggressive. Yeah, I just wanted to show you the blood loss mechanic. So, with that blood loss mechanic, had I regained consciousness before I dipped below 0, I could have patched myself up and not gone into a recovery coma. I'm sure there will be better opportunities to show this more clearly in the future. Oh boy, here comes a Western Hive caravan. They're about to harass me. Not in a bad way. The Western Hive is actually some of the nicest faction, but they're very pushy for traders. I love their conversation lines, so you're about to see that. Alright, come on. I remember the first time I had a Hive caravan like this accost me, I guess is the best way to say it. It kind of freaks you out, because these guys are very fast. You cannot run them. Oh, he's not accosting me. Oh yeah. Danger! No Hive! Come back! Don't go into the mist, human horn. I like how he doesn't even realize that, like, I'm Shek. He just calls me human horn. The mists are cursed. If you go in, you'll never come back out. Unless you have a Hive lantern with you. So he's trying to hawk his Hive lantern. And, okay, how much? 2,500 cats. I'll pass. And then he says, "You're being stupid. This is a special, unique item." And I'm just going to say, "Just leave me alone already." He's going to say, "We won't let you die. Give me money." And I'm going to say, "No means no. You're going? How rude." Okay. And I'm going to not draw my sword, because that would be stupid. I'm going to do the third option, which is not to respond. And now he's saying I insult his queen. And now he's saying I should die. But he's not killing me. He's just waiting for me to trade. The good thing is, he has an economy arm. A left arm. Yeah. I'm sorry, Trader Backpack. You're going to have to wait. I'm going to buy your arm. So if you're wondering why I'm buying this arm, well, it's because I need it. Thunk! And there it is. My beautiful economy left arm. It's absolutely terrible. But it's better than having no arms. So, thank you, I guess. And then I'm also going to, despite its remarkable markup, actually, yes, I'm going to buy one of these repair kits. So this repair kit, if my prosthetic arm takes damage, I can't heal it with, like, with, you know, a basic first aid kit. I'm going to have to heal it with, I'm going to have to heal it with the authentic skeleton repair kit, because it's non-organic. But now that obviously set my my money back even further, but I'll probably not save up for that big backpack I wanted. So progress. Let me quick save just in case. This version of reality is more kind than the last one. Does the new arm improve mining time? Strangely, not. It does help me, like, with one arm, you're not going to be able to carry a body or anything like that. So, this helps me level up my strength and wield two-hander weapons and things like that. I'm not going to be able to wield the two-hander weapon well, because the other thing the arm does here is if we take a look at my stats, it lowers my ability for a lot of things, like dexterity and crossbows, lockpicking, thievery, etc. But hey, it's better than nothing. Alright, let's go try to sell what we've got and see what we can afford before trying to push off. Well, a thieves backpack is just not in the cards for us. Can't afford that. Who are you? What is this? He's in a recovery coma. Well, don't mind if I do. Thanks for your pants. Oh, and you have a staff here that you dropped. Holding left alt will show you items around. Now, holding left alt will also show you items in the town and also highlight the signs. As you can see, the signs are lit when I'm holding left alt. But you can't just steal anything. So if you take a look, all that red stuff, that belongs to something. If it didn't belong to anyone, it would be gray. So even the staff I picked up belongs to the vagrant. Or the outlaw farmer, rather. But, like, he ain't gonna fight me for it. He's unconscious. So there's, you know, there's some things are safer to steal than others. I'll put it that way. Alright. My movement speed is still terrible. Another thing I could do with this starving vagrant is pick him up and use him for strength training. Which wouldn't be terrible, because then I wouldn't be constantly encumbered. So now that I have the second arm, you'll see that I have a slave on my back. And my strength XP is high. So this is a good way to increase my carry weight. And I'll do a little bit of mining to encumber myself with some copper as well. Yeah, an organic backpack. A locally sourced, organic, recyclable backpack. And I'm almost at the strength XP max. If I just got a little bit more encumbered. Could I go sell him? No, he belongs to a slave trader already. I could try to turn him into the police precinct, but he's honestly probably more valuable as a backpack. as dark as that is. Alright, so there we go. So if I take a look at my stats here, my strength, leveling up. Because I'm carrying around copper in my inventory and the dude on my shoulders. And this will increase my carry capacity as a result, allowing me to haul more stuff, which will be useful. So see the strength XP, it was 50%, now it's 48%. It's because I'm getting accustomed to carrying this, and you'll see it continue to drop as I become better and better at carrying a body on my shoulders. Environmentally friendly? Yeah. I'm supporting the local economy as well by carrying a slave on my shoulders. Alright, strength at 4. Max carry weight went up from like 17 kilograms to 19 already. Let me mine up a little bit more copper and continue to level up my strength and my athletics. Early game Kenshi, if you're wondering, is a brutal grind. Like I was saying at the start of the stream, you are nobody and you start off weak. And it takes a lot of effort to become not weak. So this is what that effort looks like. It is stat grinding like this. Now there's ways to do this a little bit more efficiently, maybe. Like if I had a large, heavy weapon and I was fighting in some sort of duel, in a brawl, with someone on my shoulders, that's probably some of the best XP. How grindy is it compared to Zomboid? Comparable. It's comparable. Now, unlike Zomboid, well, that's not entirely true. Zomboid has some exploits to be able to XP grind even faster, too. Like using shotguns to grind shooting is very, very... You level shooting very quickly that way. And there's some exploits in this game like that too. Like there are training bags that I could train at inside the Shinobi Thieves Guild, which would allow me to build up my melee attack, you know, very rapidly. Oh, are they taunting me? Oh yes, please do it. Please do it. I would love for some more city hero loot. Alright, let me see if I can't bait these idiots into a fight. And grab their stuff, because that will fund my exodus. Come on. Yeah. Oh, wow! Bye-bye now. Bye-bye, you morons. So they got one hit on my leg, but it's not enough to slow me down or stop me. Oh, wow. So here was a really good demonstration of the power of where is the crossbow? Oh, here it is. This harpoon here, manned by this guard, just hit this dude for 203, instantly killing him with a shot through the chest. The sort of mounted manned turrets are nothing to scoff at. They are freaking scary. Oh, also, the Nadachi on this hero boss was better than the one I had on me. So, upgrade. And I fully stripped that hero boss, and there's going to be a very small period of time where I can loot them, so I gotta, even though I'm bleeding right now a little bit to my leg, I want to make as much money as I can. So I'm going to actually sell all of my clothing. And I'm going to put the Nadachi on the ground because no one's going to pick it up. I'm just trying to empty out my inventory as much as I can so I can take every... Oh, got caught stealing. Well, I don't care. So I can take everything. Oh, there's a... So this got caught stealing is the city heroes catching me stealing, which I don't care about because it's not like they're conscious to stop me. So that's why I just keep trying to steal. So there's my Nadachi stuck into the floor, and I now have 5k, which is enough for that backpack I had eyeballed. All because some racist idiots wanted to tease me. Love it. Alright, that seems to be all the armor and loot that I can grab. All the other city heroes, I guess, got thrown into the clink. So, let me patch up my my leg here. Grab my Nadachi, and, yep. Oh, they think they own that. That's awkward. I should have dropped that outside. Time to leave the town, I think. Now, the trouble is, the harpoons. I need to get clear of the harpoons quickly. How fast am I? 17 miles an hour non-encumbered? This isn't your Nadachi. Leave me alone. So see how they're like outrunning me, but not really swinging on me? Alright, let's go ahead and run south. Oh, they did hit me. Oh, in the head too. That's rude. Alright, so they're moving at 20, 19, and 16. So the one moving at 16, I'm going to be able to outrun. It's not thieving. Oh, yeah. Okay, so here's a good opportunity I might be able to ditch the guards if they... Yeah, here we go. If they start fighting a skimmer, they're going to stop fighting me, fight the skimmer. So now the only one chasing me is the 16-mile-an-hour dude, who I can lose. I can get a pretty big head start on run away from the faster ones. Now I just have to make sure not to run into too many skimmers on my way out of town. And they'll eventually give up. But here I have a bounty for theft. I'm gonna stop a second and try to heal my head. Oh, did they stop chasing me? I don't see them anymore, so yeah, maybe we lost them. So if I mouse over this bounty, I am wanted for theft at all United Cities, but only to the local faction. So if I leave United City territory, nobody's gonna care about that. The bounties and the bounties are not universal. You can definitely skip town and be fine. These are manhunters I gotta stay away from because they're gonna want to enslave me. And we are making our way out of the desert, which is a ridiculously large desert. Yeah, I should have left that Nadachi outside where it wasn't owned and not dropped it in the tavern. My bad. How long does the bounty last? If you... Sometimes bounties will have time periods. This bounty specifically doesn't seem to have one. It could be forever, but I doubt it will be. It's usually just like a week or something. And what I'm doing is I'm just sort of scanning the horizon for who's out here. Making sure they don't run into a group that will want to do me harm. Staying clear of them. So like outlaw farmers might try to mug me for my food. Manhunters might try to enslave me. If I just give everyone a wide berth, they'll leave me alone. Hopefully. Another thing to note is you can look like a slave. So if you dress up in like slave clothing, you can easily be mistaken for a slave, and then people will try to enslave you as a result. So you got to be careful not to dress like a slave, not to be naked or something like that, because then just increases your chances. If you steal the entire uniform of an enemy, you can also disguise yourself as that enemy, which may or may not be something you want to do. So like I could hypothetically steal all of the clothing of United Cities guard and try to pass off as a guard, but other United Cities guards are going to see through my disguise more easily. Because it will be obvious that I don't look like one of them. Alright, at this point, I'm going to start heading west rather than south. I'm going to take a kind of a dangerous tact out of this desert. So here's slave traders and more slavers? God, everyone's a slaver here. Get me the hell out of slave territory. More slavers. Poor little Rockfin just wants to get away from it all. Is eating automatic? It is. As long as you have food in your inventory or in your backpack, it's automatic. And then you can actually set it up. Where is it? Maybe it's in... I forget where it is, but you can set it up that... is it in squad? You can set it... Oh, it's an AI. Here we are. You can set it up that the food in your backpack is shared amongst all the people, all of your own people around you as well. So if one person has a backpack full of food, it can be shared. If you go into AI here. Okay, what are you? More outlaw swordsmen. All right, steer clear of them. And I am running low on food. The Shek do eat a little bit more than other species because they're bigger. They have higher calorie needs. And anyone that knows this map well knows that there's not a lot of easy ways to get east to west. So let me pause and just explain for a second. Most of the... Oh, don't pan like that. Most of the east to west roads here are sort of guarded. So there's Okran Shield that is a bit to the north. And then there's like the Black Desert City to the south. The Black Desert City is going to do a number on my feet. And I'm going to go that route because going north is dangerous. So I'll explain. This area is heavily patrolled by the Holy Nation, and the Holy Nation would attack me on sight for being a non-human. The only way for the Holy Nation not to attack you on sight is if I was being escorted, or if it looked like I was being escorted by a Greenlander, a male human of lighter skin. That's the only way that they wouldn't necessarily just shoot me on sight. The problem with going south is the Black Desert here is highly acidic, and my feet are going to, like, melt off. And acid rain. So there's not a lot of good... There's not a lot of good ways through this desert. It is the struggle bus. And then over here, there's also these iron spiders, which are insanely strong, and try to kill everything that comes close to them. So they're slow. I just have to outmaneuver them. But the trouble is, this acid rain is melting my flesh off. And I'm not going to be able to take it for very long. So what I'm trying to do is to get to shelter as fast as I can. So I don't end up just dying like Anakin into the lava. How do I get... Okay, so here's the path to get down. And I essentially just want to head west as fast as I can. Now, if I was wearing shoes, this would have been a little bit easier, but I just sold them all to try to afford the trip. So what I'm trying to do is to get to the Black Desert City in order to... well, the Black Desert City is really south of me, so I'm just running to the other side of the this Black Desert here before my feet fall off. Can you get struck by lightning? You can. And you can, well, not so much by lightning, but you can get lasered. Some of the biomes or some of the area on this map has like sunbeams, deadly lasery sunbeams, and you can absolutely just get wrecked by those. It's very funny when it happens. It's unfortunate, but it's quite funny. Alright, so I'm traveling out of the United Cities territory and into the Holy Nation territory, which isn't any better. But I need to get out of this acid rain. So I believe, even though you see it raining, because I entered the Skinner's Roam, yeah, I'm out of the acid rain. And my body isn't melting away. Now, there's armor and stuff like that you can wear to protect yourself from acid, and not all species suffer acid. Like, skeletons don't care, which is why they made a home there. And straight ahead of me is the Holy Mines, which is a slave camp that the Holy Nation have set up for slaves to mine things. And needless to say, going near there is a bad idea. Now, I am traveling towards sort of safer territory-ish. I'm kind of a long way off, but I'm trying to get to a place where I'll be able to survive more easily. And that comes with the experience of knowing the map kind of well. Yeah, the Kenshi world has no chill. You're absolutely right, Byron. Has no chill. Alright, what's up ahead of me? Holy servants? Okay, yep. Avoiding them. If I get too close, they're going to chase me, and right now my feet are kind of melty. And here's Bad Teeth. I'm going to want to steer clear of Bad Teeth. Bad Teeth is a Holy Nation empire. And if you want to know how I know that, well, from experience, but you can also... Oh, it's not letting me mouse over it. You can also sometimes mouse over it and just check. Uh-oh. And these guys are dust bandits. The dust bandits are some of the easiest people to kill, but not alone. And he's trying to boss me around right now, so let's skip town. They're not very fast. And in fact, the dust bosses, if you manage to knock them out, the local authorities will generally accept them for a bounty. But I'm in no condition to be able to take them on. So as I roll up on this this holy mine, I have to make sure that they don't have any harpoons as I run by, because they're, you know, they're worse than dust bandits. TLDR, everybody trying to kill me. Oh god, look at this dust bandit crew chasing me down. There's a lot of them. I thought that drawing them through the holy mines would have the holy mine guards break off and chase them, not me, but nope. Yeah, I can't mouse over because I haven't technically visited yet. Correct. So, I'm near Bad Teeth, and I'm going to want to head sort of this way. Ideally. So I'll queue up that movement. God, they're still chasing me. And this is obviously why movement speed is king. Because if you can't outrun them, it's bad news. Still chasing me. Run, Rockman, run! Oh boy. So the problem here is my swimming skill sucks, and they caught me because of it. So I'm going to have to be more cautious about dipping into the water here, because right now my leg is not good. I'm going to chance, yeah, alright. I chanced a moment to patch it up, but the problem is I'm slower. And they're both dust bosses. Why are they both dust bosses? Dear Lord. Yeah, I have no chance to be able to defeat them in combat. I think they're just going to knock me out again. Alright, I'm unconscious. Yeah, I think that here is yet another... All they wanted to do is, like, steal my food, but... I don't think I'm able to regain consciousness, so I'll just have to load yet another autosave. Oh, God. That coffee does not look good. All because of a single misclick. So when you're below 0 and you try to regain consciousness, you'll be in a recovery coma. And without the ability of someone to patch you up, you just sort of slowly bleed out and get worse and worse and worse. So you'll see that I'm in critical, and then soon it will say I'm in dying. Let me just load the last one. That's kind of long ago. I'll load the Skinner's Roam. Why are my autosaves not auto-saving? And yeah, low toughness will have you bleed out even faster. Exactly. Alright. Again, a wider berth around the dust bandits would be good. I'm just gonna have to F5. I don't know why my autosaves are just not working. Here, I'll just put it down to every, like, 3. So not Iron Man style? No, no. I could do Iron Man style, but I should address that. It would be possible for me to do Iron Man style, but it would be very, very, very boring. Kenshi is a game of risk and chance and danger, and to play it very safe is very snooze-worthy. So Iron Man style is possible, but it would be tragic for entertainment's sake. I'll put it that way. Playing it too, you know, the game is remorseless, and playing it too safe is dreadfully boring. There's other ways to play Iron Man style, but as Shek, you start, and as Rock Bottom, you start off with so many disadvantages of not being able to run away from anything and not having another arm. So I've obviously played Iron Man style before in previous YouTube series, but not as someone that couldn't outrun anything. So if I really wanted Iron Man style, you know, the way to do it would have been to run laps around Shobatai until my athletics allowed me to outrun, you know, maybe like 23 miles an hour. But that would take 3 hours of doing laps or something like that. Because if Shek top out at 25 miles an hour, to try to get up to 23 miles an hour would mean my athletics would need to be somewhere around the 70 or 80 range, which takes just a massive amount of running. All right, so that's a Holy Nation patrol right there. Stay the heck away from them. And we also are going to want to stay away from Shak, or Stack rather, not Shak. Because that's a Holy Nation city for now. And they built the city into the bottleneck of the mountains, so we're going to have to go around the mountain. What I'm aiming for is to try to get down to the hub, and then get down to some of the other Shek cities. Not to do trade, but to try to recruit. I don't have a lot of money on me, so I'm going to have a limited ability to recruit people, but even if I can add one more person and we start to do laboring, I double my income by doubling the amount of people that I have mining. And then it does mean that I have to feed 2 people instead of 1, so it's not just pure profit, but it's a start. Will my legs recover? Yeah, they'll recover very slowly, but they will recover. They could recover faster if I slept in a bed in the hub. So here, one of the things I could do in this bar is to rent a bed upstairs, and that will allow me to recover a little bit more quickly. Okay, none of the Shek in here want to be recruited, but let's rent a bed so I can get my legs all the way back. So, 50 cats for the bed rental. And when you're laying in a bed, your recovery rate quadruples. So you can see the leg HP and the chest HP going up. There's also a lot of sort of garbage around here that you can grab and sell as well. The stuff that isn't redlined means it's not going to net you a lot of money, but it's something. That wasn't ambient noise just then. That was part of the soundtrack. That was music, and that song was just particularly loud. Octuples, yeah, octuples in beds. Quadruples in sleeping bags. That's why I rented a bed. I could have squatted in one of these sleeping bags here, but it would only be times 4, not 8. That's right. Okay. We're healed. I don't think there's really anything worth looting in these ruins. Another thing that you could do is you can buy these ruins. They're for sale. And you can then build in them, which is actually might be the first iteration of the base I set up. But what I really want to do is I want to try to recruit. So I'm going to head down to Squin, which is the closest Shek city, in hopes that I can add to my roster. What's my favorite game soundtrack? I don't have one. This soundtrack's pretty good, but it's not something you would ever listen to without playing the game because it's lacking melody and it's more just like atmospheric. Won't I still get caps for pieces of junk? Yeah, but not even worth the effort of labor. Maybe like 5 caps per piece of junk, whereas you could do that all day long and basically not make a penny. So this is the first Shek city that I've entered. Just a reminder, we are not to do any trade in these cities. I'm just here to try to recruit. So I'm not even going to buy anything from them. Just looking if there's other Shek to be added. So here's Oren. Outcast, how about earning yourself the loyalty of a Shek warrior? What's the catch? They want to be hired for 3,500 cats. She does. And yeah, sounds like a fair deal. Alright. Now, we have a raffle going on. So I'm going to not name her just yet. I can always rename her at a plastic surgeon later on. I'm not going to change the way she looks. And we have doubled our squad size. Now, unfortunately, she called herself a warrior, but I'm immediately going to put her to work as a miner. And for the giveaway here, let me reset the eligibility. I know I just hit the timer. I'm going to unhit that timer to actually have it properly reflect. If you're a subscriber of mine and you want Oren to be named after you, just type something in the chat to be eligible. So taking a look at her stats here, she starts off with a horse chopper, wooden sandals, which actually will make her faster. Those are the shoes that make you faster. And what I'm doing is I'm just sending her out here to mine a small copper resource while I explore the town further. Here's Leaf. He wants 6k cats. I don't have that kind of money, but it's good to know. Spade. 3,000 cats. I don't have that much money either. Swift. 6,000. They're an engineer. So yeah, there's a lot of people to be recruited here. None of those that I just talked to are story characters. There are some, and if you check the rules, you'll see there are some that I will not rename, like Kang or Ruka, who are unique. I'm not going to be raffling them off for names. They'll be keeping their own. But all of those were default. Aramid is another random. Here's Rain the Giant, not a random. And Ribs, another random. So let's talk to these guys, see what they cost. 6k cats. Shield, thanks for the gifted sub. Akamar, thanks for the resub. And Byron, thanks for the gifted sub. US Soldier as well. And Zoland. Oh, so many. So 3k cats for Ribs, 6k cats, and then Rain is 7.5k. And won't do a cent cheaper, and is insulted that I even asked. Rain is has pretty high combat stats for compared to many of the other potential recruits. So we do have potential recruits here, but I have no money, and as a requirement of this series, I don't do any sort of I don't work for or won't trade to the Shek Kingdom. I'm just looking for recruits from here. So what I'm going to do is spend a minute mining a little copper with Oren and Rakvin. And Oren's going to get a new name soon. But we're going to get a little copper and just bail on this town. Yeah, Ruka is free, and she's best early game, but she's not here. I can go looking for her, but she's obviously not in this town. I'm gonna have Oren come help Rakvin over here because this copper node can have 2 workers, and the last one could only have the single. And we'll have 100 guardians. Nope, these are slave mongers. Never mind. Should have checked closer, but the Shek do patrol this area pretty heavily. More expensive doesn't always mean better stats, and when you talk to them, they'll tell you straight up what they're good at. So they might be good at engineering or medic or something like that. But generally speaking, more expensive does mean skilled. Doesn't necessarily mean better combat stats, though. Do I have to worry about the loyalty of characters? No, not really. So we have 1,700 cats, and we have no food. Well, I have 1 dried meat that I'm going to give to Oren. Yeah, Oren doesn't eat it yet. So in terms of stats, Oren has a little bit higher strength, negative toughness, a little higher dex, more weapon skills, generally more skilled than Rakvin, but much, much slower due to a lack of athletics. But she does have wooden sandals on, which raises her movement speed. So she's actually going to be able to outrun Rakvin here. And there we go. Here's the raffle. So good luck. And Blizzard 2000, you are the lucky winner of Oren. I can't rename her just yet. I have to go see a guild plastic surgeon to be able to rename her. But congrats. Just @tag me for what kind of name you want, so I know. So right now what I'm doing is just building up a little bit of copper that I can run back to either the hub or a nearby trade opportunity. There's also way stations nearby that I could go to sell in order to be able to afford some more recruits. Once I have a decent squad size, I don't know, maybe like 6 to 10, something like that, really depends on the members of the squad, I'll start to try to pick on dust bandits for combat skill, leveling up our ability to fight. Will I bother joining the Shinobi Thieves? No, I don't think so. It would be safer if I did, because if you join the Shinobi Thieves will help to heal you if you're unconscious or whatever, and obviously their training facilities are awesome. But just for the sake of the challenge, I won't. Whoa! I did not notice them. Those dust bandits just wandered on by and didn't even pay me any attention. Okay. I should chuck around me a little bit more. Is there work outside the hub to cut down travel time? Yes, there is. I was just here, so I'm going to grab the copper here. There are other nodes. Mining is pretty easy. Mining and you know, theft are pretty easy ways, pretty safe ways to make money in this game. Theft is obviously faster, and mining is slower. But then mining will also build up your laboring skills, which can be useful later on when you're trying to build a colony. Because when you're trying to build a settlement, you're going to want laboring skills to be able to produce iron and building materials and the like. Is there a limited squad size? There is. Yep. 20. You can mod it and increase your squad size, but 20 by default. Alright, so Rakvin, go pick up Oren. Or Blizzard. And soon to be named Blizz, B-L-I-Z. And we're going to run back to the hub. I'm picking up Orin for strength training. I'm trying to get Rockfin a little stronger. And then if anything comes up to mess with us, I'm going to drop Orin, drop all the ore, and bolt. This here, as you can see, is raising that strength up, which is going to allow us to carry more. It's very, very important for Shek to do this because most of the Shek weapons are massive and heavy and require a lot of strength to wield properly. Oh, but there are a dust bandit camp here that I'm going to want to steer clear of. If I drop her, it's less efficient. It's far, far, far less efficient to train unless you're carrying someone. So we can really only train one at a time. If I dropped her, neither of us would be training strength. So it's better if one of us is training strength rather than none of us. If that makes sense. And yeah, my strength is really climbing fast as a result. And here's yet another dust bandit camp for us to skirt around. All right, what is the current goal? Yeah, I gotta update that. Recruit a squad of 6+, I'll say. Arbitrary number, to be sure. But a squad of 6+, any fewer than 5 members, and unless you're really well-versed in combat, you're not gonna fare well in combat situations. Even 6+ might not be enough, but that's a pretty good start. Because as you can see, there's... How many dust bandits are here? Like, maybe 20? Right? Like, that is too many for even 6 people to go after. Yeah, that strength is going up. Now my max carry weight is 26 kilograms. I think we started at like 16 kilograms. And I'm not even getting full strength XP now, despite the fact that my inventory is full of copper and I'm carrying someone. I'm not going to buy a house in Squin. That would be against the rules. But buying one in Hub, yeah, probably? Unfortunately, they don't have cheap food here. So a lot of my money I just made went straight to food. What I might try to do is bait the dust bandits into a bit of a fight. So we both move at 18 miles an hour. And if I could drag these dust bandits towards the city guards, not that Hub actually has guards. It kind of doesn't. That would maybe be a bad idea. Let me not do that. I think what I'm going to do is try to build up my wealth to 6K so I can hire 2 more 3K recruits. So let's look for nodes for us to prospect in mine. So if I hit the prospecting skill and go to iron, I can see the iron nodes, and go to copper, see the copper nodes. So it will sort of show me roughly where copper can be found. So like it's saying that there's copper around here. Having trouble spotting it. I'll do that prospecting again. Alright, so there should be copper. Here it is. Thank you for watching Kenshi Shek's Conquest. And a special thanks to all of you Twitch subscribers and Patreon patrons for allowing content like this to exist. If you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams, as well as a link to Discord where you can sign up for notifications and announcements. Thank you so very much for watching. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell.